Welcome back to the IS Companion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's comprehensive lecture on Articles 50 to 78 in Part 5 of the Constitution, delving into the intricate framework of the Union Executive. Let's embark on this journey together, exploring the nuanced roles and functions of the President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers, and the Attorney General of India. The President, symbol of unity and integrity. As the ceremonial head of the Indian state, the President embodies the nation's values of unity, integrity, and solidarity. Beyond ceremonial duties, the President serves as the guardian of the Constitution, ensuring its principles are upheld and protected. Election of the President. The Electoral College, comprising elected representatives from Parliament, state legislative assemblies, and union territories, reflects the federal structure of India's democracy. Through the single transferable vote system, candidates vie for an absolute majority, necessitating broad support to assume the highest office in the land. Qualifications, oath, and conditions. Eligibility criteria, such as citizenship, age, and qualifications for Lok Sabha membership, ensure that only individuals deeply committed to the nation's welfare ascend to the presidency. The solemn oath taken by the President underscores their solemn commitment to the Constitution, the rule of law, and the well-being of all citizens. Stipulated conditions, such as abstaining from holding other offices, underscore the need for undivided loyalty to the nation and its people. Term, impeachment, and vacancy. The President's 5-year term, though extendable, underscores continuity and stability in governance. While impeachment remains a theoretical possibility, its stringent criteria highlight the gravity of any attempt to remove the President from office. Various scenarios leading to vacancy necessitate a seamless transition of power, ensuring the uninterrupted functioning of the executive branch. Powers and functions of the President. Executive powers encompass not only ceremonial duties but also substantive responsibilities, including appointments, administrative oversight, and rulemaking. Legislative powers empower the President to shape the legislative agenda, convene Parliament, and exercise discretion in matters of bill approval and ordinance promulgation. Financial powers grant the President significant authority in fiscal matters, including budgetary approval, grants allocation, and the constitution of finance commissions. Judicial powers confer upon the President the authority to appoint key judicial personnel, seek legal advice, and exercise clemency in matters of legal consequence. Diplomatic powers position the President as the nation's chief diplomat, responsible for representing India on the global stage, negotiating treaties, and appointing diplomatic envoys. Military powers vest the President with ultimate authority over the defense forces, including the power to declare war, make strategic decisions, and ensure national security. Emergency powers provide the President with the tools necessary to navigate crises, safeguarding the nation's interests and ensuring the continuity of governance in times of peril. Today, we delve into the intricate constitutional framework governing the role of the President of India, particularly focusing on the President's pivotal role in the legislative process, his veto powers, and his authority over state legislation. Additionally, we'll explore the President's pardoning powers and his constitutional position in the Indian parliamentary system. Presidential veto power. A bill passed by Parliament can only become law upon receiving the President's assent, as per Article 111 of the Constitution. The President possesses three alternatives when presented with a bill. 1. Grant assent to the bill. 2. Withhold assent to the bill. 3. Return the bill for reconsideration by Parliament, except in the case of money bills. The President's veto power aims to prevent hasty legislation by Parliament and to ensure the constitutionality of enacted laws. Types of presidential veto. Absolute veto, withholding assent to a bill, effectively preventing it from becoming law. Suspensive veto, returning a bill to Parliament for reconsideration, which can be overridden by a subsequent passage by an ordinary majority. Pocket veto, taking no action on a bill, allowing it to lapse without formal rejection. Illustrative examples of presidential veto. President Dr. Rajendra Prasad's withholding of assent to the PEPSU appropriation bill in 1954. President R. Venkataraman's action on the salary, allowances, and pension of members of Parliament Amendment Bill in 1991. Presidential veto over state legislation. The President possesses veto power over state legislation, similar to that over bills passed by Parliament. The process involves the Governor presenting the bill to the President if reserved for his consideration, with the President having three alternatives. Ordinance making power. Article 123 empowers the President to promulgate ordinances during parliamentary recess to address urgent matters. However, the exercise of this power is subject to strict limitations, including the imperative of parliamentary approval upon reconvening. Presidential pardoning power. Article 72 grants the President the authority to grant pardons, reprieves, respites, and remissions of punishment. The President's pardoning power is aimed at correcting judicial errors and providing relief from unduly harsh sentences. Constitutional position of the President. The President's role is primarily ceremonial, with executive powers exercised on the advice of the Council of Ministers. Amendments to the Constitution, particularly the 42nd and 44th Constitutional Amendment Acts, clarified the President's role in relation to the Council of Ministers. While the President typically acts on ministerial advice, situational discretion exists in certain scenarios, such as appointment or dismissal of the Prime Minister and dissolution of the Lok Sabha. In essence, the Union Executive, with the President at its helm, represents the cornerstone of India's democratic governance. Through its multifaceted roles and functions, it upholds the values of democracy, justice, and equality, serving as a bulwark against tyranny and ensuring the nation's progress and prosperity. The President of India serves as a symbol of the nation, with executive powers exercised in accordance with constitutional provisions and ministerial advice. By wielding veto powers judiciously, overseeing state legislation, granting pardons, and upholding the constitutional framework, the President plays a crucial role in India's democratic governance. Thank you.